So, bro, I think we talked about like something similar like this before, like choosing like bad friends and stuff. But I wanted to talk about choosing somebody for the hope of them changing in the future. Don't ever do that. So basically, sometimes, I know there's trial period where like, me and you will like, we'll go through something and we'll change, or, we'll change for the sake of someone else, or, stop doing things because, it kind of like affects somebody in a bad way, it kind of doesn't really, make them feel the best way. And that's just us being selfish or selfless or something, whatever. But don't expect the same thing in return. In all actuality, it is like very rare to find somebody a way and expect them to not be that way. If you find like this 10 out of 10 badass, super attractive person, bro, right? And they dress a certain way, you can't go into like the relationship with them expecting them to be like this like fucking person that wears super baggy clothes and only goes out in the middle of the night. If they go out every single day, there's no way that when they start dating you, bro, they're gonna not go out every day. And it's the same thing for anything, for anybody, for any situation. If you know somebody, bro, that's like constantly fucking bullying you and like making fun of you and shit, bro, they're never gonna not bully you and make fun of you. Like maybe, you'll be friends, but then you're still gonna get like random fucking criticism, random like jokes, random things that make you upset, random things that make you feel insecure. If you're talking to somebody and they say something that you don't like, don't expect them to just, change in the future for the better. If someone makes fun of you when you first met, I can assure you that when you later, like, a couple of years down the line, they're still gonna be making fun of you, bro. If someone continuously talks behind your back and doesn't defend you at all, you can sure as hell believe that they're not gonna change, bro. And like, I don't care what kind of like bullshit they can tell you, bro, like, oh no, I'm a changed person, I'm new and improved. They're still doing it, bro. And it's just how people are. And sometimes, there's like the rare occasion that, you actually meet someone that's like genuinely, similar to like, you and me. And I was like, yeah, I could change for the better. Those typically, I'm not gonna lie, genuinely good people, bro. You don't want to lose people like that, even though eventually sometimes you do, whether it's like, moving or like something like that. You do tend to lose a lot of people in life, and that's just the way that it works. You meet people and then you lose them for the sake of living. That's just how living should be. You have something for a while and then you have to eventually learn how to let it go. And unfortunately, that's just the way that it is. And what I'm trying to tell you is that at some point you're gonna have to let go of those people, even though you feel comfortable with them, and it makes you feel, like an asshole to say it. Unless, you actually discover that they're one of these rare blue moon people that actually change and don't continuously do the thing, they're not gonna be like useful at all. And you're only gonna basically be holding yourself back by hanging out with people like this. Because I've talked about this before, like, you hang out with the kind of person that fucking talks shit about you all the time, and then like, you kind of, you aren't aware of this. This is like the person that's like fucking dating like somebody that's cheating on them or some shit, or like you're not even aware that they're cheating, bro, and you're still like sitting here all cuddled up and snuggled up or something, you're hanging out with them, you're all nice and you guys are all bundled up and shit under the blankets, and you're like, oh, I love you, baby, and then they're like, oh, I love you too, honey. And then he gets home and texts like all 15 of his other girlfriends, and like he texts them the exact same thing, bro, and then you're just left feeling fucking stupid like after you find out that he's dating like the half of the whole school or some shit. Like, it's not a good feeling to know that you kind of expected something and in the end you didn't get it. And I feel like you shouldn't really go into situations with like expectations. You shouldn't go into like friendships with like expectations. You shouldn't go into relationships with expectations of the person's gonna change or the person's gonna be better than they say they are. Sometimes, some people can delude you, bro, and like make you make you feel like, yeah, maybe I will change, dude, or maybe I will actually, be a better person or something. And bro, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes they be capping, bro. Sometimes they just be saying that shit just to like, get under your skin and just hang around a little bit longer. And it's not true. And you could either regret it now, and, have the, gut punch feeling, yeah, I don't have this person anymore, yeah, I don't have this, feeling anymore, or you can regret it a couple of years later or a couple of weeks later when you decide to do it and it's even worse than it was before, because now it just marinated. Now the feeling marinated. Now knowing that you had to make this decision but you didn't marinate it. Now knowing that this person just continuously did this to you marinated. And it's not to say that if it's a bad thing to have something that you can't really change. It just depends. Like if it's a minor thing, fair enough. Like if you hang out with someone that's a continuous liar, constantly lies, you can't really like expect them to, get better, because that's just who they are. You gotta kind of like know who they are before you decide, like, yeah, like, when you meet the person, you gotta be like, yeah, this person's a liar and this person's also talks a lot of shit behind my back, but I'm gonna continue hanging out with this person because I'm no better than them. Like you kind of have that like accountability, bro. And like, it's kind of like a real thing, bro. Like if you kind of ignore it, you never really worry about it, but if you like kind of like just say, yeah, this person's a piece of shit, and if I continue to hang out with this person, I'm gonna also become a piece of shit too, because why not, right? But yeah, it's kind of just what I wanted to say. And also, I just got back home from work, and not gonna lie, also, I didn't really say this before, but I low-key like really appreciate like all like the fucking comments and stuff, like all like the likes you guys left on like the last video, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm speaking to you specifically, not like the whole crowd, like you, like all like Gideon shit, like, oh, did you actually notice me? Like, yeah, I'm talking to you, bro, the one that always leaves comments and shit, bro. You're the GOAT type shit. And I'm gonna find you.